Good morning, good morning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, I didn't know this would be such a big thing, man. I thought it would be pretty cut and dry. You know what I mean? Like, the evidence is there. You can go to Tractor Supply website. I mean, I'm not going to show you on the phone or nothing, but just go to Tractor Supply website and look around for their mission statement. Okay? And when you do that, you're going to find the whole list of everything that they support and everything that they have going on. So I don't know. So you guys, somebody said that they called the store on a Sunday, the corporate on a Sunday, and talked to somebody. I mean, come on, you guys. Hopefully our group is smarter than that, right? There's no one in corporate on Sunday. Where you guys been from? You work? All the corporate people are at home. They got hourly employees and they're answering the phone. They don't know nothing. Most of them can't even tell you what row a dog chain's on. Okay? So I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm not just making stuff up. Okay? And I'm not anything else except worried about the kids. If you're an adult and you like to do stuff, you know, that's your, I could care less, man. Honest to goodness. I have all kinds of friends. Gays, lesbians, right? LBGT, all that stuff. I could care less. I have great conversations with them. We can laugh and hang out, right? I'm not judging them. But the minute you introduce kids into the fold, right? The back of my hair on the back of my neck stands up, and I'm not going for it. Okay, and I'm not going to let anybody else try to slither and slather around if I see something right in my face. Okay, and as a consumer, as an American, and as a Bible-believing person, right, I felt like it was a responsibility of mine, a call to you guys to just let you know what's going on at Tractor Supply. Now, you guys have to know all the other backstory, which I'm going to give it to you right now, and then maybe this will help you to connect your dots. Okay? There is a thing going on right now. It's called the ESG system. Okay, and you guys go look this stuff up. And remember, I did a video a while ago about BlackRock. BlackRock owns all this stuff, them and a couple of other companies, and they're buying up all these companies' stocks. So BlackRock actually owns a large portion of this Tractor Supply. And whatever they tell them to do, they are going to do. Remember, I told you that the train people were getting told that they had to cut diesel shipments back on their trains. And then several months later now, we're all running around talking about the diesel shortage. All right? All right. So I try to bring you guys totally legit information. And I did do some homework before I put that video up after I heard from Ted Nugent. Okay? I went right to the company website. All you have to do is go to the company website, Tractor Supply, and just go to their mission statement stuff. And it just talks about it all in there. They're all in. Now I'm going to give you a couple of emails. We had some of our subscribers reached out to Tractor Supply. Okay? To Hal Lawton. He's the freaking CEO. Like, he's in charge of running the stuff. And this is what Hal Lawton said. And then I'm going to give you another email that's from Tractor Supply. Okay? I don't make anything up, right? I take this stuff really serious. And for some of y'all, you're not really tuned into these type of videos. You just want to watch homesteading stuff. Get your head out of the sand. All right? Things are changing at a rapid pace while you're walking around with your, I don't know what it is, your highfalutin, whatever it is, right? You're kind of like the people driving the Teslas, shaking your finger at people because we're on gas. Your car, that Tesla car, is 100 times dirtier for the environment, 1,000 times than my gas car. So, I mean, you guys, in the comments and the emails that I'm getting, trying to call me out. You guys are something else. You guys, all I'm doing is bringing you the information. This is the last video I'm going to do talking about it. When you stand for nothing, you're going to fall for everything. I have people telling me that there was just some banner at an event that Tractor Supply had up and they'd had no idea and they went and took it down. That is a lie. It's a stone cold lie. Tractor Supply is funneling money into the LGBT community, which is no problem. And if they would have had an event that Tractor Supply sponsored, and it was just like, you know, they were just hanging out and having a barbecue or something, right? No one would even be talking about this stuff. But because they come out, right, and they're flapping their stuff and they're opening their shirts and they're taking dollar bills off of children, this is a problem. And if you don't see it as a problem, unsubscribe right now, right? Because I don't care if you subscribe here or not. Our whole mission here is to help bring you guys the truth, help you get out of the system, okay? The system that's destroying our families now. I got history on that. I could tell you all about it, about how they're targeting our families, the white middle-class families now. They destroyed the black family, okay? They did that, man. Go do your homework. In the 50s and 60s, black folks were very prominent. They were doing the thing, right? They were well off more than most white folks. Go do your homework. Stop believing all this Justice Warrior lie stuff. All right, I wrote Hal Lawton, Tractor Supply CEO, an email this morning. Here's what he said. He replied himself basically that it happened, and they are told by the organizers that it was to be family friendly, okay? So they said, we're gonna put on this event, we're the LGBTQ TV, whatever group, okay? And it's gonna be family friendly, okay? And he bought into it. And then they got there and they rolled out the dancing and the dollars and all this stuff. He said he shared our concern, and he tells me that they were aware it was a drag queen story hour, and now they're doing damage control. That's from the CEO, right from his own mouth, okay? Just say you don't believe it, right? I'm just making it up, right? Our subscribers are just making it up. They say, like, you know, when you're lied to so much and you believe it, like, no amount of truth will set you straight, right? Just like the vaccine stuff. Like, no amount of truth right now is going to sway the people. And the truth is everywhere. It's like the information is falling off the tables about it. And it's just deny, deny, deny. Now, this is from Tractor Supply's own website. Go look it up, okay? Tractor Supply earned a perfect score on the Human Rights Campaign Foundation 2022. Best Place to Work Corporate Equity Index, and achieved its inaugural inclusion into the 2022 Bloomberg Gender Equality Index, according to its own January 2022 press release. Now, Hal Lawton knows full well his company stands on ESG. Okay, now this ESG is what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, remember I told you these companies are making a pact and they're all getting together and they're signing up for the ESG. Okay, now you guys go do your homework. I can't spoon feed you everything, man, but I'm not gonna come on this YouTube channel talking crap. I'm gonna give it to you guys full board, man. The truth, because the truth will set you free. All that other stuff did was just create more confusion. There's no truth in there, creates more confusion, and now people are more confused. I tried to give you the straight up stuff. I posted a picture last night on the community tab, and it's right here where the LGBT community is thanking them for sponsoring the Waco, Texas event. Do you understand that? All right. And in all seriousness, I've been as serious as I can be. I don't care what you do with the information. In my heart, I felt it was a valuable information for most of the people that watch my channel and Stacy's channel here, okay? Most of the people that watch our channel, okay, are tuned into what's going on. They want to know how to get ahead of it. They want to know how to beat it and defeat it, okay? We're not all just here for rainbows and unicorns and just happy homesteading stuff, right? This country's changing. And if you enjoy your freedoms, okay, and if you enjoy your way of life, you better start participating. And that's all I got for you guys today. Go look this stuff up. They cannot hide it. They're putting it right in plain sight. And now you guys are squabbling amongst yourselves on rumors and innuendos and giving them more room to breathe. And that's the part I can't figure out. So trust me, don't trust me. Shop there, don't shop there. Subscribe here, don't subscribe here. I don't care, but I'll be back for another video and hopefully you'll be here. All right? These are just the facts, man. There's so much going on out here and you guys are just, you know, focused in on your own little stuff. If we keep focused in on our own little stuff, this big stuff is gonna put us in the trick bag, right? That's how this stuff always operates. I didn't do nothing until they came for me. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, I didn't know this would be such a big a big thing, man. I thought it would be pretty cut and dry. You know what I mean? Like, the evidence is there. You can go to Tractor Supply website. I mean, I'm not going to show you on the phone or nothing, but just go to Tractor Supply website and look around for their mission statement. Okay? Big thing. That, and I thought it would be pretty.
Let's see here. This should not have
pretty cut and dry.
That is what,
you know what I mean?
Is.
Like, the evidence is there. You can go to Tractor.
Okay. Looks like I'm live on both YouTube as well as TikTok. I'm having some slight technical issues that I don't truly understand here, and I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna confirm it, and it won't let me do anything else, so I'm just gonna tag off of it. Make sure you check in. Somebody just said howdy. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Iron Bug. Got you, bro. I got you, bro. Looks like you guys are always doing the things that you like to do. As a reminder, looks like I'm live. Hopefully I have good sound on YouTube side. Go ahead and check in on the TikTok side. Good morning, Jeff. No, thanks. Good to see you. What's a good trick to can deer meat? Any tricks? No, there's no real trick to canning deer meat. What you do need to make sure that you do is add a teaspoon of salt to the top of the meat before you can it. Also, I recommend people, instead of just going completely raw, do hot water. Up to, I think it's half an inch of, no, it's a quarter, yeah, half an inch of, it's half an inch because it's going to draw the moisture out of the meat, what's little is there, but it's going to be half an inch of headspace, and those are the only three things that I can think of. Let's see here. Hello, Kate. Hello, Kick Rock. Kicks Rocks. I love it. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger. I'm going to say hi to the YouTube people real quick. You TikTok people, check in, and I will say hi to you too. YouTube, Doug Frost. First! That could be a first for you, Doug. Connie, good to see you, Connie Mensch. Catitude, Miss Melody, The Organized Pineapple. If you have not seen her on YouTube, you must check her out. The Organized Pineapple. That's her name. Let's see here. Where are we at? Miss Melody popped in. Hope you have a great week. We're going to try and do that. It got Deanna popping in. Good to go. And Miss Melody. No, not Miss Melody, but Melody. One of my melodies. I have melodies. It almost sounds like it almost sounds bad. What do we got here? Okay, that's all the YouTube people right there. And let's see here. What do we got? I think I said hi to a few of you, but I'm going to scroll back up. We got Iron Bug. We got Blake Davis. Got Jeff No Thanks. Got Covey. Covey, good to see you, bro. Good morning. Kicks Rocks. Kate, 4.7. Damn. That's a lot of that's a lot of versions, Kate. Let's see here. Lady Sherry, good to see you. Glad to see you again. Procedure you. I'm gonna guess that's a positive thing you're asking about or saying about Lady Sherry. I do have an announcement if you haven't seen me in a while. Let's see. Check Blue Bottle Bounty. I don't know what that is. What's the news? The news is user TikTok prison number 75862125033350. I will no longer be doing TikTok live streams as of January 1st. So get to my YouTube channel. Links in the bio. Click it. Find my YouTube channel. Go there and you can actually see, not just here. And if you say you hate YouTube, I got some information for you. All right, let's go here. User, prison number 75. I'm not going to say that again. Change your damn number so I can actually have a relationship with you. Don't be lazy. You haven't even changed your profile picture. Come on, man. All right, let's see here. Everybody's still saying hi on all the sides. Looks like we have a great 36 people. 278.9 thousand followers on TikTok. And 36 people are here. Oh, it's such a joke. Let's see here. Jimbo's friend. I'll be an adult by January 1st. Good on ya. Doomsday, Jester, good to see you, Broseph. Good to see you. Hey, I had a question for you. That podcast that we're doing on Sunday, is that live or is that going to? I'm going to guess that you're going to do it recorded and then edit it and upload it. But when can the fans? When will they be able to view that? Because I might record it myself, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that's your shtick, and I just want to be able to let people know when to watch it. Let's see here. Recorded and Monday at 0500. So specific. That's Eastern, guys. That's 5 a.m. Eastern for those that don't know military time or a date that wasn't left. Let's see here. Welcome to the stage. It's LP and the Melodies. That's freaking hilarious, Doug. You're a funny, funny guy. I am going to top off the coffee. As you can tell by the banner, if you're on the YouTube, today is Open Forum Friday. I do have some things queued up in case you guys decide to get lazy on me. And let's see. So we talked about right out the bat canning deer meat, which is super awesome, super cool, and like any other thing that we can. But tips and tricks. But let's. Oh, and that reminds me too, guys. Let's see. Want to go by Zulu time? That'll really mess people up. No, that's okay. Zulu time's. Just say UTM, bro. Just say UTM, okay? Yeah, that'll mess people up. That'll mess people up. The only people that'll be happy about that is our followers that are in the UK. That'll be about it. They're the only ones that really understand what the hell's going on. But they may even say, "What the hell is Zulu time?" Anywho, let's see here. Everybody's kind of laughing. Hey, Deborah, good to see you. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So tomorrow, 12 a.m. Eastern, we are doing a live canning party, I guess. I don't know if that's the appropriate word, but 12 a.m. Discord in the general free voice channel. I will drag that up to the top of the free Discord part of the Local Prepper Discord channel so that people can see. And we're going to be doing canning. We're going to start at noon. Everybody's been kind of talking about it within the Patreon group. I don't know if any of the non-Patreons are going to be joining or not. And, well, that's what's going to happen. I am going to leave here. Good morning, West Virginia, Pappy. I'm going to leave here after this live stream and go and source probably whatever I want. But basically, I've been told that right now is the optimal time to go buy local apples. So, and the girlfriend's like, I want to make apple jam and apple this and apple that. And we're going to give it away for Christmas. It's like dynamite, but I just want to can some apples. Now, if I find some other cool stuff, yeah, I'm going to do that. And the neat thing about it, too, is it's a cash business. It's cash interaction, you know? So you got to bring the cash to the local vendor who's just on the side of the road someplace, who's got, like, just boxes and boxes of whatever you want to buy. You know, and it's kind of neat because not only is it like the mission of preparing for this canning thing, but it's also attuned to how things will be when they decide they want to do the whole CBDC thing. You know, it's like CBDCs. How do I get that money in? How do I get that money out? I want to do cash so that you can't do this, that, and the other thing. And it's going to destroy cash businesses if we let it do that, you know. We get giant bags of apples from the local feed store for the deer. Yeah, there you go, man. I'm not sure why you're feeding deer other than to draw them in and relocate their souls to heaven and their meat to your freezer, which is probably why you're doing it. But let's see here. But yeah, it's very attuned to, like I said, CBDCs could destroy these small businesses if we let them. It's going to really hurt the local farmers, the small farmers, if we let them do it. So we have to really pay attention to what's going on. If you guys aren't aware that it's coming and there's nothing we can do about it, you know, it's like the old adage. You know, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you have to make sure that it's not a freight train. Okay, what do we got here? Nah, just trying to make friends with the local woodland critters. That's a lie. Okay, so like I said, I have a few things queued up already because you guys have not said one word to me about what you would like to talk about. Relocate their souls to heaven. I love that. Those are words for that, so that you can avoid words that you can't say on certain platforms. How much did I miss? Not where do we go? What is that? Scott Smith. Okay. You have missed nothing other than the announcement. We were just talking about relocating deer souls to heaven and meat to our freezers. But it was just in passing. But the primary message was, and I don't recognize you, Scott, so welcome to the channel. And just be aware that I am not going to be doing the old TikTok live stream after January 1st. So please go to the link in my bio and go to the YouTube channel and like, subscribe, hit that bell, all that stuff, so you'll be notified when I go live. I do go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Yeah, but on TikTok, no more. So welcome, and you can actually, like right now, I'm on YouTube right now, but they're seeing everything. You're just seeing me. You're just seeing me. They're seeing everything that we're going to talk about. So let's see here. Sam, be ready. Good morning to you, bro. Shaka, bra. What do we got here? Jeff, no thanks. Good morning. And Lavoie, wrongful death trial is coming up. I'm not familiar with the name, Jeff, no thanks. I'm not familiar with the name. There's a lot of little things that people are, it's like there's so much information. I get it like this morning. I got sent a message like, has anybody been following this? You know, we talked about it last week, and it's like a surprise to everybody. It's nothing personal, my melodies. But it's always a surprise. It's like we talk about something one week, and then the next week someone goes, hey, you guys know anything about this? Is this true? Because it's so astounding. There's currently a case before the U.S. Supreme Court that basically identifies several of our Congress people within the government that have been appointed, as well as the president and the vice president, that could basically make what their actions or inactions or failures to do treasonous and instantly remove them from office. Currently, the all parties have replied. They had a December 23rd, I believe, requirement to reply, and supposedly they have all replied. And now the U.S. Supreme Court is in the process of reviewing for merit, and if 4 out of the 9 justices go, we need to take a look at this, then it will be taken up. And that is very, very serious, obviously. Will it happen? There's no way to know. I mean, right off the bat, somebody's like, yeah, take them out. The other half are like, man, it's never going to happen. Don't worry about it. Me in the middle, don't really care. I just continue to prepare. I don't really care. Just prepare. Continue to prepare. I don't really care. Just continue to repair. That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. All right, what do we got here? We got 40 people in here. I should have like 10,000 likes already. Follow my finger. Draw more people in. I don't know. That's a joke. We're at 1.5. You guys can get it up to 3. No problem. What's up, Shelby? Good to see you. Good to see you. What do we got here? We're prepping for my jars. Is there any pre-prepping for my jars? I would say, Deborah, if you're talking about, I'd say, so obviously there's different ways of doing it. Obviously you need to start with clean jars. One of the things that we have done, what I did was I tried to use the dishwasher thing, because most dishwashers have a sanitize feature on them, so you can use your dishwasher to sanitize your jars and lids, but you end up doing double work in the end anyway. What I've discovered is that if you just, like, before you start to work with whatever you're going to be canning, before you even touch it, just get the big ass pot out, put it on the stove, fill it full of hot water from the sink so it doesn't take all day long, you know. Excuse me. And then get those jars and cans boiling. Just get them boiling, okay? Start working on all your stuff. That way, when you have everything already chopped up, you know, ready to go in the jars, you know what I'm saying? And then get your jars out, because you've started the process of you started processing your jars. All right, so get those suckers out. Get them so that you're ready to start putting things in them. You know, maybe you take some. Maybe you get a nice clean bowl and you ladle out all of your. You ladle out some hot water into that bowl, and you know, or when you're ready to use them, and then you can get all of your lids out of that boiling hot water, and then set them inside of that that little bowl of water that's already hot from the boiling, and then you'll be able to work a little bit more efficiently that way. But yes, you need to prepare your jars that way. Let's see. Good morning. Where are we at here? Miss Melody. On the YouTube side, guys, remember the triple tap. Remember, find that like button, that thumbs up button, hit it to turn it on, hit it to turn it off, hit it to turn it back on, and the YouTube algorithm will wake up. Has it been working? I have no freaking clue, but that's what I've been told. I've been told that's how it works. Where you go? Where do I go? Or is it just my end of feed? I don't know, Scott. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, where did you go? It's probably just you. I believe that I'm still live, unless the algorithm has not liked what I have said. Let's see here. There was a question in here. What kind of Gidget does best in a go bag? There's 1,000 things you could put in a go bag. I don't know. Broseph, come on. You guys got to need to, like, I don't care about capitalization or periods or even punctuation. That would be punctuation, periods. But I mean, come on, like, use more than your thumbs or something, you know, maybe instead of this, maybe you do this, or like full words. And I can even read through misspellings. It's not a big deal. I am not part of the grammar police. Okay. All right. What do we got here? You too, Shelby back. Good morning. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we got a lot. I got a bunch of messages here. You are live. Yes. Your backup must have been the feed on my end. Cherry Twizzlers in the go bag. Yeah, why not? I'll have a glitch in the matrix as TikTok checks its feed. Yeah, most likely. Most likely. That whole thing, well, like, I'm going to leave TikTok, you know. It probably pissed him off, you know. Got your YouTube just in case. Well, after January 1st, there's no just in case. That's where I will be. Let's see. I washed and baked mine. Doug, you need to be very careful baking that glass. If you guys didn't know this, that is not tempered glass. It can be done. There's obviously, you know, you guys are all adults. Whether I like it or not, all the people on YouTube are adults. I know that for sure. On the TikTok side, it's questionable. I'm going to say 50-50. But bitches be tripping. I'm going to love when you come over to YouTube. I'm going to love. We're going to talk a little bit about TikTok today because nobody is really like talking a lot of stuff. But listening well. Maria, good dynamite. Thank you, Maria. And, you know, that's the thing. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I remember who you are, but I'm not going to say your name. But it was like the viewership, you know, during this time period is not that bad. But, you know, it's like one of the variables can be that people are at work. Hey, listen, I understand that, but you know what? I don't know anybody in this technological age, unless they like work in like some kind of warehouse or they're just on their feet all day. You know what I'm saying? All those people who sit and work, there's a computer. And at that computer, you're probably listening to YouTube. I did it for 12, 18 hours straight. Something to keep my mind occupied with the mind-numbing job that I had towards the very end of my career. So I know you're listening. I know you're watching. I know in the background. I know that control whatever button that flip-flops screens. Yeah, I know you know how to use that. It's like, oh, bloop, that's the boss button. You guys know it all exists. So, no excuses. Maria, thank you for listening in the background. I appreciate you. Doug says, I wash them, then bake them, and sanitize before putting your food in. But yeah, no, Doug, I'm not saying there's anything wrong. Good morning, RC. What I'm saying is that is not tempered glass, and those jars can shatter. What in the hell is that cat into? Did you guys hear that banging noise? What in the hell? Hold on. Come. Come here. Come here. Look, you got water right here, okay? See that yum yum stuff? Good girl. Oh. Okay, so it wasn't the cat. It wasn't the cat. It was Penny, the dog. It was Penny, the mentally challenged dog. So what she has decided is that she is so lazy. Her bed is in our bedroom. That's back there. And what that noise was not up here. It was behind me where the bathroom is. And she has decided that when she's thirsty, she's not going to come into her bowl that's in the kitchen, which is full of water. She's going to go to the toilet. Well, we've been purposely leaving the toilet seat down. Leaving the toilet seat. Yeah, putting the toilet seat down so she can't get into that. But that noise was her special Penny. I know, right? That was the noise of her trying to get her head into the toilet. She would like nose up the toilet seat, and then it would slip off. Do-do, do-do. That's what that noise was. Oh, Prepper Dog starting her shenanigans. Yes. She has been really, really good this week. I've been trying a different approach. When it comes to training dogs, I'm pretty much a disciplinarian / reward type trainer. I've had massive success with a very aggressive breeds of dog training like that. But with her, she just has, I honestly believe there is something wrong up here, which is why she won't hunt. And she's just... it would probably kill a psychologist, an animal psychologist, which is a joke, to try and figure this dog out. But anyway, yeah. So I literally just went in there, disciplined her, told her she was bad, closed the door so she can't get in, and then was nice and took her back into the kitchen. There's your water, and she's like, "Oh, there's water," and she started drinking it. She's like wagging her tail now. So poor whatever. Penny is not. There's nothing wrong. Poor Penny. No. All right, let's see here. Should I start calling her Prepper Dog from now on? Because I tell you what, there are people in this household that are not happy that I named the cat Prepper Cat. The cat's original name is Ablavici, and then actually Ablavici mortem. Look that up. It's Latin. But I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're calling her Prepper Cat. Hey, Celia, good morning. Good to see you. Good morning to see you, Bob. Bob Peter. Good to see you, bro. Let's see here. I think I've said pretty much everybody. Maria Toms. I'm my own business, but have been worried about bills that I have had to listen to comedy for a few days, but miss ya so had today. Well, okay, I missed you too, Maria. Let's see here. Were there any questions listening with you? I'm at work running machines, listening with earbuds. Iron Bug, you are the man. The only thing I listened to before coming home full time was a hydrovac running at 112 decibels, 12 hours a day. I got you, Scott. Let's see here. Okay, so I think we are up to speed. Celia saying good morning. I like your little emoji there, Celia. All right, so what's the next thing you guys want to talk about is in prepperdom? Because like I said, I have things spooled up, but this is Free Form Friday. This is where you make it easy for me to talk about stuff. We've made it halfway through. You know what? While you guys come up with something to talk about, just all of you right now, start coming up with stuff to talk about. But while you're doing that, I'm going to play a video.
Well, we are having a Lehman Brothers moment. Well, that's what Janet Yellen says, but she's an idiot. Also, the banks are out of cash from MarketWatch. They're short about $1 trillion. Also, I know this is a sponsored video, but it's not like the whole thing. It's just a little section, and it's about gold, and you're really going to like it. I would never do anything sponsored unless I'm believing in it. I mean, it would be kind of like me filming at Disneyland, and then Mickey comes up and he's like, "Ha, can you tell people that you're at Disneyland?" I'm like, "What are you putting in my hair?" Yes, no problem. It's like Mickey going, "Ha, I'll give you a free beignet if you just talk about..." Their beignets, by the way, are amazing. And sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast. I have breaking news. So I was uploading to YouTube and I'm like, oh my gosh, Blackstone. See, the banks, because of the tightening and no one has cash anymore. Blackstone limits withdrawals 69. Why is it always 69 billion fund breached? I mean, can't you guys round up? Just throw in an extra here. Take $1 billion. 70 billion December 1st, right? Right now, it's happening. And this is also coming in from Bloomberg. What's your sources? Blackstone, 69 billion real estate fund hits redemption limit. Investors, well, sorry, my friends, you probably shouldn't be an investor. And I got another one for you once the smoke clears. BlackRock, property investors with restrictions to stem. What are we stemming? Pension client exodus. Everyone's running for the exits. Actually, fact check, it looks like I don't think anyone's running for exits. They're just going up and down elevators. So nothing to see here. Let's get rid of that and that and that. There we go. Now I can head back to Disneyland, back to your regularly scheduled program. Oh, and also, did you guys notice the blast off in gold today? Well, I'm going to show you why, because my email box, my text messages, not my WhatsApp, I don't even have one, so all those people down below, that's not me. So just disregard all the spammers. I will show you why and how to take advantage of this and why central banks are stockpiling gold. Huh? What do you think, Jerome? What do you think, Janet? Why are you guys stockpiling? The metal offers a hedge against, they say inflation, I say government, and a way to circumvent sanctions. That would be control. Basically, control from their stupidity. She was on Stephen Colbert. This is Emperor Palpatine. And guess what? Guess what she said? Janet Yellen blames you. She says it's your fault. Blames American splurging for record high inflation. It's our fault. So I watched the whole 2 minutes of video, and it was like sliding off a gigantic razor blade into a pool of salt water. Janet Secretary Yellen said Wednesday the U.S. economy will likely be able to achieve a so-called soft landing. And actually, here's a really good quote from Emperor Palpatine over there. Yellen, June 2017. Not another financial crisis in our lifetimes. A year later, worried about gigantic holes and few tools. And now she's using Lehman Brothers moment quotes. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says FTX crash marked the Lehman moment for crypto and substantial harm hit investors. I say yes, Janet. It is running crypto investors over like a steamroller, but it is their fault. Do not have your coin on the exchanges. You make your trade, you get off. And I know this is not a breaking news moment, but hey, you guys, because you're still emailing me. So I have all my money on Coinbase. Oh, you do? Yeah, on that exchange that has your private keys? Yes. Tell me more. Yeah, but it's a publicly traded company, Bravo. I'm protected. You're not. Look at their terms of service, right? I could be wrong. They could have changed it, but I think when they're like, that's it, BK, your money is gone, kaput. Actually, let me give you a little bit of wisdom on money, okay? See this? Hear it? Hear it? Even sounds like money. They even call it hard money. Is it in the... No. Hey, look. I have it. I mean, think about it. You really want to give Sam Bankman-Fried and Coinbase and the CEOs here. You know what? Here, will you do me a favor? Will you hold all my gold and silver? Sounds like a great idea. And just to let you know, when it goes, it all goes. Except for those, if you watched my video yesterday, but I used a naughty word talking about the elites, and that video was like, hey, you guys were in the comments, I can't find your videos. Yeah, that would be a good one to watch. But to summarize, just in case you missed it, make sure you guys have assets when they reset this thing. The digits in the banks and all of that, when this is all reset, you're going to be like, wait, what? Because every currency ever since the beginning of time has all gone to zero. And the purchasing power too. Even though it's still around, zero. Forget about it. Banks are short more than $1 trillion. That's right now. Just right now. Just $1 trillion. Try to count that high. You couldn't even make it to $1 billion in your whole life. $1 trillion in capital. This analyst who fears the shortfall will only get worse. Let me say it again. The banks are short $1 trillion. They're all upside down. It's like your car loans right now, right? For those of you who thought it'd be a great idea to go buy a car during the pandemic, yeah, no. No, I think it's a great idea that I pay $10,000 over sticker. I'm sure this will pay off. And I honestly have not had a car in, I think, over 2 years. Nope, my wife, that's it. She has a car, I have nothing. I walk. But at the end of the day, but I think when it gets really bad, then I'll go scoop up a car that I really, really like. But I'm going to wait. I'm still waiting. I told you, I'm just going to wait. And I'll probably never use it. JP Morgan Chase. That's actually a good trade, by the way. I don't have time. Make sure you do my bear market course. Actually, they're out of the bear, right? Could be a bear market bounce. But JPM, good trade. These things right here, just trade them. Don't have trust in them. Just move the digits, have assets. Move digits around, make digits go bigger, buy assets. But in regards to this story, I already knew it. You can give me a number. I was actually shocked that they're already up to 1 trillion, and it's going to go further. The more the Fed tightens, the worse it's going to get. The new year is upon us. And one idea is where to invest in the banking sector. Well, I'll show you. Look at the charts. Here's the counter, Chris. Thanks, Chairman, who makes the bold case that banks were short over 1 trillion in capital. Yep, they're upside down. They got to lock it in by December 31st. And I just say wait until next year. You want to start locking in some profits? Next year is going to be, well, you can lock in profits. They're not going to. Because everything on their balance sheet is upside down. From bonds to car loans to other loans to house loans, everything. There's no house loans. You guys, that party ended like a year ago. That's because the banks don't trust what is happening in the market. U.S. banks are tightening lending standards. You want to get a loan? No. Let me try it again. You want to get a loan? No. Raising the risk of a recession. Really? Or rising? It's either or either and either. Rising or raising. We're in a recession. Duh. I mean, it's 100%. I know they're like, there's a 99% chance. Nah, you're in one. We have an inverted yield curve, but we look at the charts. So with all of the shenanigans that's going on in the world, isn't it nice that you could actually own real stuff and go like, with these guys, this is so stupid. Oh, he's doing a book deal. How do you do that behind bars? This frustrates me. I didn't ever try to commit fraud on anyone. Oh, thanks, Sam. At his Deal Book Summit, actually CNBC, in defense interview, Sam Bankman-Fried claims he's broke and committed no fraud. Oh, he also said he had a bad month, but denied committing any fraud at his crypto exchange. Okay, well then can the people please have their money back there, Sam? Please, maybe all of it. So here is your secret to success. Okay, own it. Okay, trade it. Don't believe in this stuff that the governments tell you this is money. Don't believe in the guys that the politicians. That no one has your back. At the end of the day, here is your solution. Okay, own it, hold it, trade it. Don't listen to the politicians. They don't have your back, even when they tell you this stuff. All this paper stuff is money. It's not. It's just currency. It's going to zippity zero. And if you're wondering why central banks are stockpiling gold, I wonder. Like always, you guys, I love you, and don't subscribe. Wouldn't want you to hurt your fingers on the way over to the clicker button, and I will see you tomorrow.
Okay, it looks like we're back live on YouTube, and TikTok people, you missed it. I mean, you got to listen to it, but you still missed it. Johnny Bravo he's the shit. What I'll actually do is I'll cut this feed. I'll cut it up so you don't have to look at all of his like charts and diagrams and how to move the market and stuff like that. Just all the important stuff. All right, see, I love this guy. Never knew. Okay, so the reason I show that is if you guys are not aware of this, you gotta be freaking aware of it. People are talking about it on the TikTok side like it's cool, inflation through the roof, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the thing. Once you put, and I'm going to be very, very simple about this. I'm going to mansplain the hell out of you, okay? Once you give your money to a bank, they're authorized by law to use your money, 90% of your money, for anything they want to, basically. They can invest it in the stock market. They can put it in CDs. They can loan it to other people. Another person walks into the bank and says, I need a bank loan. They can use up to 90% of your deposited funds to give someone else a loan. Okay? So you can see where this starts to build upon itself, and there's never enough money in the bank to support people coming in and take their money out of the banks. The banks are running out of money. Many banks are out of money. Now, when things go to hell in a handbasket, what's going to happen? People are going to want their money because they know cash is king. The banks won't have it. In fact, the banks are only required to maintain a certain percentage of deposited money in that bank at any one time, and it's a very, very low percentage. I don't know what it is. I'm going to say 20%. I'm going to guess, but it's very low. Now, what does that equate to? That equates to bank runs. That equates to banks telling you, no, you can't have your money. And you know what? You signed on the dotted line when you created that account, either on your phone or in person, and you don't have any control over that. This is why I will only keep the amount of money that I need in that bank to make my payments on autopay. Everything else comes out. Everything else is budgeted for. Everything goes in my pocket that is not necessary to be in that bank. It's not a lot. I live on a fixed income. But when the time comes, if there are any bank runs, I don't have to stand in line. I don't have to get in that fight. I don't have to be that person who is holding their phone up, catching the shit on YouTube as a couple, 10, 20 people are trying to duke it out to find out who's next to use the ATM machine. You know, so yeah. You guys, you might want to do those things. Just a recommendation. Obviously, I'm not a banker. I'm not even a financial manager. But I've been a while, and I like my money. I like my money. It looks like Miss Melody is having a blanket fetish right now. I'm just gonna scroll off of that for now. Let's see, Deborah. Thank you very much. And good morning to you. I think I said good morning to Deborah already, and good morning to Star. But let's see. I keep some. How do I find you on Discord? I don't go much more. I used to when I gamed with kids while I traveled. Yes, Scott. Okay, so I apologize. I've been meaning to do this and get in an actual link inside. Okay, so Scott, go to my webpage. Okay. You can either just go to localprepper.net, or you can go to the link in my bio and click on it, and it'll say my webpage. Go there, and then go to, then right on that very front page, scroll down to where it says Discord, click on it. If you already have an account, it'll jump you right to it. Make sure that you become part of that community. If not, just send me a message on TikTok. I think we have to be friends for that. That's stupid. Go to localprepper.net. You're a smart guy. You'll figure it out. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so some of the things that people are talking about was the railroad strike. The only information that I have on the railroad strike currently, or as of yesterday, was that the House had passed their part of the bill and sent it over to the Senate, and then the Senate was debating it. Believe it or not, Bernie Sanders was beating every single day I popped in. Bernie Sanders has been the major speaker for hours on end about making sure that these guys get paid time off, that they get sick leave, they get bereavement leave. And for once in my short life, I agree with the guy. Absolutely agree with it. But here's the stink. This is going to be one of the fastest bills ever passed. The president wants it on his desk by this weekend, which is obviously today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It went through the House in 1 day. 1 day. It's going to go through the Senate probably just as fast. I don't know if they voted on it, but hey, what's the fracking? Good morning. And I can't even tell you if they've passed or not. I have no other data other than what I know from yesterday. But anyway, the stink is that people are not wanting to sign off on it in the Senate because they don't want to be able to give PTO to these workers. This is nuts. I'm not getting notifications. I don't know what to tell you, Frackin'. Frackin', go to YouTube. Go to my YouTube page, link in the bio. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And know that at 10 a.m. every morning on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be here. But it's insane that they are not, that they don't 100% want this to happen. Now, here's why. Basically, the government, because there's, I can't remember the name of the act. If someone knows, please put it in the chat. There's actually an act. It's a federal law that says in the if an organization is so big and powerful in the United States that they can control a situation that would affect the U.S. public and create a national emergency, then Congress can jump in. They did the same thing with the airlines back in the 80s. This is actually from the 70s. There was another situation similar to this. I can't remember what it was. But I need my back support. But they can step in and literally say, we had a deal on the table. You said no. You're going to abide by it. It's now the law. And that's basically what's happening right now. They're going to force this down the union's throat, whether they like it or not. But I do like the fact that Bernie Sanders is fighting for this paid time off. These different leaves that every other company on the planet has available to their employees. I don't know why. I don't know why the rail companies are being this way. I think that, honestly, they're trillion-dollar organizations. I don't think this is a real problem for them. I really, really don't. As a former business owner, I know that people will believe that because you own a business that you're somehow freaking rich or a millionaire. But the truth is that the money always goes back into the business unless you have shareholders. So, and even then, and the shareholders can decide that, no, we don't want to do this, and now the Congress is involved. Let's see here. What's your thoughts on Liver King saying to avoid vegetables due to oxalates and I don't know how to say that, phytic acid? Honestly, I think that's a bunch of bull. Ruff the Sun God. Welcome to the channel. I've never seen your name before. I think that's bull. We're omnivores. We've been eating vegetables forever. Nothing is going to be. Unfortunately, it's all about people being zealots. You know, they believe in something so wholeheartedly that they can't wrap their mind around something, that there is nothing perfect in the world to put into our bodies, and that our bodies are designed or made or just are, depending on your beliefs, to process out these things. That's why we have a liver, so it can process out impurities. Huh, interesting, huh? Ozark Sapper, good to see you, bro. AP says Senate passed it. Nice. Good. We really do need to get around this, because if a rail strike happened, you're talking about $2 billion in GDP, $2 billion lost of GDP every single day. It's huge. And if you haven't traced the graph of circular reasoning, diesel companies having problem making diesel. Trains run on diesel. Trains move diesel. Trains move the diesel to the trucks. The trucks run on diesel. The trucks deliver our food. See the problem? And West Virginia Pappy, thank you very much. So they're collapsing the dollar on purpose in case people can't tell. Oh yeah, Chuck or Chucky B. Absolutely. It is always kind of funny if you think about this. Just let this sink in for a second, okay? And I used to be an Alex Jones guy. I was an Alex Jones guy for about 2 years. I was really hard into Alex Jones during the 2016 election because he was saying a lot of shit that made sense. But obviously we move away from... If I decide to go nuts tomorrow, I expect you all to leave my channel. I truly do. But if you go back to some of his original videos, like where the video's still square and grainy and like nothing, where 1080p and 4K didn't exist, you know? And he starts talking about some stuff. And it's always mysterious that the people who are conspiracy theorists in the beginning always turn out to be the people who are right in the end. Let that one sink in. Let that one sink in. Now you'll see a mass exodus of employees leaving the rail industry entirely. That is possible, Mr. Gids. That is possible. But I also think that it'll probably fill in, because basically, if the government can force companies to do what they want, they've effectively nationalized a company, okay, or federalized a company without actually making it federal. So what will happen is that now, with guaranteed benefits to an extent, because there are some benefit packages that were accepted in the current tabled resolution, there are people that will join the railroad because of a guaranteed paycheck, a guaranteed, and understanding the life that they're getting into. And what will basically happen is you'll have people that'll join up. They'll get 30 days or 6 months of experience, and then they'll be like, this is too hard, and they'll go work for Walmart. That'll happen, you know. But there'll be this constant rotation, and then obviously that'll turn into bonuses. People need signing bonuses to do the job, that you must stay on for 1 year, otherwise you have to give us the money back. They'll probably be $10,000, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's always how companies maintain trained personnel that they had to educate and train, that they spent money on. They'll just have them sign a document that says you have to stay for a year if you want this bonus. And then that'll keep people there. You know, it is a vicious cycle, but I mean, if you get good at it, you know, it's like the military. Hey, local prepper, how were you able to stay in the Marine Corps for 20 years? It's easier, man. It's all about how much bullshit you can take. That's what it always comes down to. They're already which are already heavily federally regulated for kickbacks. Yeah, I believe that. Donna Gibbs says, laugh out loud. If you go nuts, I'll just make some popcorn and keep watching. You know, that I start to wonder if that wasn't one of Alex Jones' little secrets to getting people to buy his vitamins. You know, that's just watching him go nuts. Rawr! You know what I'm saying? I need a bigger room for that. I might start throwing some shit just to get some viewers. But it is funny. If your job can shut down, Donna says, if your job can shut down the economy, they should be able to have paid days off. Yeah, there's just no reason. You're not going to tell me that these $1 trillion a year companies cannot afford paid time off. I worked for some very small mom and pop companies that service the Department of Defense, and every single one of them had 401ks, reasonably good health insurance at good rates, and paid time off, bereavement leave, paternity leave. They all had it, and these were not $1 trillion organizations. So I'm not buying it. To me, this is bullshit. These are just these particular people that are being told, if we just hold out, we can get it. And it's like, there's no win-win here. You know what I'm saying? Just give them the fucking benefits like Bernie Sanders wants you to, which I am not a fan of the guy. I am not a fan of the guy. But today, or this last 2 days, he said some shit that made sense. So good on him. Let's see. It's great. Absolutely. Let's see here. Labor does not contribute to profits. Railroads 2022. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. Energy is the same way. Power, gas, roadways, everything. I was surrounded by clean hard hats on mammoth construction projects. I believe it, Scott. I believe it. We talked a little bit about the diesel shortages already. I was actually writing down, YouTubers, you kind of failed me. I'm going to let you know, you kind of failed me. TikTokers, you need to get your ass over to my YouTube channel. I need you over there. I need you over there so that we can put some new blood and get my adults. My adults are starting to adult a little too hard. You guys need to get your shit together. because you gave me absolutely no suggestions for subjects on Freeform Friday. TikTok did the work. And yes, TikTok, I'm still leaving on January 1st. I'm still not going to live stream anymore on January 1st. So get your ass over there. Elijah Perez, I don't remember your name. Welcome to the channel. Can't afford my 2 days off. I don't know what that means, but it is what it is. Food in a show, Catitude. All right, we're good. Let's see. We talked about the diesel fuel shortages, and then talking about the 10-foot fence around the Federal Reserve. That's actually kind of old news. That's over a month old, and then that fence was actually just there for construction. They put up the frickin' the green stuff. They were actually doing construction around the reserve, and it didn't even go all the way around. It was just on the road front. A lot of people don't know this, but when you do construction, you actually have to have protective fencing around it, depending on how close you are to roadways, or depending on what you're doing. There's some of those, like the little orange fences. I can't remember the name of them. They're only like about 1.5 feet tall, but they keep the soil from moving away while you're doing stuff. Catitude. I got to show that. YouTube tagged you, Catitude. Hold on. Let me show that. I'm going to push the right button this time. Catitude says, I'm going to start shoveling and get my shit together. Got you. Tracy, good to see you. Good to see you. Where are we at here? Somebody put something in here. What do we got here? What the frickin'? I heard from a railroad employee that they are lowering the standards for employment. It's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting. You can get some nug workers to get the job done, but you're definitely always going to need supervision. Silt. Yes, a silt fence or silt grid. That's what it's called. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. It's hilarious because I know somebody who actually does this work for the county, and that, like, when you're with them, you're just driving around and they're like, silt fence, silt fence. That one needs a silt fence. This is not my county. Good job. They lowered the standards for truckers. I don't know how they would do that, Scott. I don't know the particulars of that. I did recently own a truck. I was a partner on a truck. A silent partner, basically just gave him money. But it's still no joke to get your commercial driver's license for your truck. It's still no joke. So I don't know what standards they may have lowered. It's not a big deal, man. It's just hard. It's just hard to believe. Bitches be tripping on my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, find the bell, get notified. My problem is all the CEOs and shareholders get time off. I'm sure it's the old "what's good for me is not good for the shit." Well, here's the thing: the shareholders, unless they have another job, they do whatever the hell they want to do. If they're a CEO, they do whatever they want to do. They don't have company health care. They have their own private health care. They pay whatever they want to pay for the best health care on the planet. When you own your own business or you're CEO, you're on the clock 24/7. So wherever you are working, wherever you are working. It's that easy. When I ran my own company, I had a few people like, "Hey, why are you here and why are you there?" I said, "Because it's my company. Am I not on the phone with you right now? Do you not have 24/7 access? Are you making the assumption that because I'm not in my office that I'm not working? That would be foolish. Maybe you don't need to be using me as part of your company. Maybe, so what is it you want?" And they would immediately shut their fucking mouths. So it is what it is. Catitude, you've been flagged again. What are you doing? I don't do as I do. Bitches be tripping scenario. Catitude and bitches be tripping are about to become best friends. Thomas Alphison, welcome to the channel. I found you. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Nice haircut. Thank you, Josh, man. I appreciate it. I get my haircut about once every 6 months, so yeah, now you know that. I prefer it shorter, but I don't like giving somebody, even though it's a local barber, he still gets $10, $15 every time he butchers my head. But, it's just to keep him. He is a local barber. He is a cash business. You can't even find him on Google Maps. But he has a barber chair with a little barber thingy outside his thing, but only the locals know who he is. The trainers do it for a few extra cents on the mile, and these companies, especially with the overload of China imports, can't keep up. I guess you're talking about the lowering the trucking standards. I'm still kind of lost, but I do appreciate you typed out paragraph for me, man. I appreciate it. How many people do you foresee leaving the industry after this? And you're addressing York Racing 11. I haven't seen York Racing even make a comment, so I didn't know he was here. Lowered standard, sorry, buddy. Gotcha. No worries, no worries. It's a complex situation because you've got DOT regulations that the evaluators, the instructors and evaluators have to meet regardless. So, Catitude says it's Potty Mouth Friday. No, you know that I can cuss like a sailor. I think the Marines taught him how to do it. When you own your own business, it never stops. Hey, Tanker, good to see you, Broseph. Let's see here. They are not tripping. They get tripped. My husband drives truck. There you go. Stars in Arizona. Like it. Let's see. RC says, I actually did give you a suggestion. First steps on learning radio and OPSEC without a license. I apologize, RC. I did not see that. Okay, so let me read that question, even though it is 11 and I'm about to go over my time. I think we're going to cover that second to last. Let's go. So I gave us a first step on learning radio and OPSEC without a license. The first step. Learning radio and OPSEC without a license. I would say the very first step is to do research. I mean, you could probably just Google how to use a radio. You could probably Google anything using the proper words, but to find the information that you want. Now, as far as me telling you what your first step is, my first step is do the research, because one of the things that I hate is people who try to sell you these $300 handheld radios when you can get, where am I pointing at? Wrong hand. When you can get radios, those two on the end right there are probably $60, $70 a piece. That one in the middle you can pick up in its base model for, I'm going the wrong way, that one right there. You could probably pick that radio up there in its base model for under 30 bucks. If you add the antenna and the bigger battery, it's probably a $30, $45 radio tops if you're adding things to it. That one right there is a CB radio. Now that is expensive, but you can probably find them at a yard sale. I bought that one for 20 bucks and it's really a $150 radio. It's a CB radio. That's CB. This is a portable ham radio, and those are MERS radios. And those can actually talk to that one. That one can actually talk to those, and they operate on completely different systems. Don't make it more than it is. People like to make things complicated so they look like they're smarter than they really are. They want to be the knowledge guy. Don't fall for it. It's like get your FCC license. Okay. So when I'm in the deepest, darkest places of the planet trying to survive using SATCOM, I never needed an FCC license to go click, Roger, over, click, and wait for the SAT beep to know that it went out. Never needed that shit. You're telling me I need a license for all that? When the shit goes down, none of those licenses mean shit anymore. That's just so you can practice. And you can practice using any freaking radio. Legally, just get yourself a couple of FRS radios. Practice using them around the house. Get them out. Find out how far they actually go for your property. Get them out and drive around with them and find out that you're driving around in a Faraday cage and that you can't actually transmit worth of crap from vehicle to vehicle with an FRS radio. And you might need a MERS radio, and you might need a VHF radio. You know what I'm saying? Do the research. It doesn't take but an hour to figure out what you need. It's really not an issue. If you would like more information on this, join my Patreon. I'll happy to give you more of my time on this particular subject. It's $3 a month. I have noticed, I will tell you guys right now, I have noticed that people are leaving the Patreon. I haven't done anything. I've talked to a few of them, and I haven't done anything different, haven't changed anything, and people are deleting their Patreon accounts. And I'm like, okay, I mean, there's a reason for it. Have I done something wrong? I don't believe I have. In fact, I've been told that it's actually gotten better since I started. So that tells me that people are just trying to save their money. They're trying to save $3 a month, which is kind of a laugh, but I mean, there might be people out there that are in really bad situations, or maybe they believe that they're not actually using the service. Here's what I tell people. My Patreon is pretty simple. I ask for $3 a month for you to support the channel. I do things for you that I don't have to do. That's really it. And if you like what I'm doing, you just keep giving me $3 a month. It's pretty simple. What does it go to? It keeps my internet on. That's how much money I make a month, guys. I keep my internet on. So, now you know that. Nope, I think it's people saving money. It absolutely. I honestly believe if I had a scale, I would say that it's like 90% absolutely true what you just said, Ozark Sapper. People are trying to save money, okay? And these little bitty things, they do add up. But here's the thing. Here's the thing what you really have to do. Here's what you really have to do. If you have so many things that you've signed up, one, you have to find out the things that you're using. And if you're not getting value from the Patreon, or you don't believe that you want to support what I'm doing, then fine, turn it off, delete it, go away. It's that easy. But I would say, look at the other things that you're turning off. I know somebody who was really big into photography, right? And they use something called Adobe Works, and it's a service. It gives you access to all the Adobe software, and it's some of it's pretty powerful stuff. Okay, if you really like putting like people's heads on pictures and shit like that. But it's $10 a month. And I was talking to him, and I was like, are you actually going to use it again in the future? Do you want to use it again in the future? Do you need it now? Is your money situation so bad that you can no longer afford it? And they answered all 4 questions in the affirmative, to basically say, I don't need that service anymore. And boom, turn it off. Turn it off. And if that's what you want to do with your Patreon subscription, then please go ahead and do that. You're just keeping my internet on. That's all you're paying for. All right, guys. High Desert Training. Good morning. Good morning. I'm 6 minutes over on the stream and getting ready to turn it off, but thanks for showing up. Permits mean squat when they're too busy implementing COG programs. Yeah, COG and the other thing that's called ESG. That's a little fucking scary. That's a little scary right there. I can't say the company I used to work for, but they are now building their trucks with Eaton Fuller 18-speed autos. Yeah, because people, yeah. We'll see how long those transmissions last, man, especially people that got to cross the mountains. That's going to be a little tricky, but we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. I don't know. Honestly, in our technological age, I don't know why all trucks aren't automatic. There's got to be a reason. You know what I'm saying? These trucks are 65K empty. Wow. Let's see. I just got Starbucks for 2 people, and it was $14. I'll be back to Patreon in 4 months. I have to recoup my cost. That is funny. That's actually funny, because I didn't know you were gone, Catitude. Oopsie. Yeah. I guess sometimes I'm just too nice. Sometimes I'm just too nice. Because there are people in the Patreon who have not paid me in months but are still receiving some of the Patreon services that are outside of the actual Patreon website. Yeah. I wonder about that sometimes. Let's see here. StickShift's new anti-theft device. That's hilarious, man. Let's see here. Oh, shut up, phone. Let's see here. I just got a Starbucks. Oh, I'm just kidding. Never mind. I was never here. But If you guys didn't know, Starbucks actually rated their Starbucks program. I think it's like Starbucks Bucks or point system or something like that. And they're actually like, you have to spend a buttload. I think it's like up to $60 just to get that free coffee. I love the commercials they're showing right now. It's like this guy's walking around giving everybody free Dunkin' Donuts products, and I'm like, dude, you are so full of crap. Let's see here. Prepper Cat wants in. She's pawing at the glass. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Like I said, I've got to go out there and get that the local fruit vendor person. Got to go look at some local products so we can do the canning tomorrow. If you're not part of that, let's just do the notices. All right, so tomorrow on the free Discord, we're going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be doing a live canning party. Everybody is welcome. I'll put it at the top of the free Discord area so that everybody can see it. I normally hide it at the bottom and people don't even know it's there. Let's see. Also, tonight is the live Discord chat with the Patreon members only. Bring your adult beverages and be ready to talk about prepper stuff that will normally lead to just shit talking the world. Let's see here. What else we got? And then, oh yeah, Sunday I got that. Well, you guys won't see it until Monday, but Sunday I have to do the podcast with Jester. They're on Doomsday Prepper. It's a Doomsday podcast. That's it right there. The subject will be apocalyptic leadership, which is going to be kind of deep. It might be deep for a few people. Let's see what else we got. I think that's about it. If you're interested in supporting the channel, it's $3 a month. It's on the Patreon. Go to the link in my bio. Go find it. Let's see what it only 20 in chat. Yeah, 22, James. Actually, it's hard to tell, and YouTube is always lying to me. That's not bad. That's not bad. Right now on TikTok, I've got 43, but there's no telling. I mean, TikTok guys, check in right now. Type a letter, a number, your name, your social security number. Type something in right now, TikTok guys. I want to see if 41 people are actually here, because I don't believe it for a section, and if you don't, you're a slacker. All right. Let's see. YouTube people, YouTube family. I'm going to go ahead and kill it for right now. I shall see you guys on the inside. As you guys know, that's the Discord. And until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it, and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So, until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.